strokes. Because like I said, we're never going to hit the ball perfect every single time. So chipping and putting and making it fun for yourselves is a key component in lowering your scores around the green.
I know we're on time restrictions, Eric, but people think it's sexy when you throw the ball up there, it bounces once and checks. People think that's really sexy, but I mean the object of this particular exercise is getting the ball to the hole.
Right.
And you've said it already. Get it on the green as quickly as possible and let it run out.
Mm-hmm.
So the ball flying to the hole, checking, and that's really cool. But that's really for the most advanced players.
That's for a player that practices all the time. So when you're out there practicing all the time, you're confident with that golf shot. You can hit that golf shot. How often are you guys out practicing that type of golf shot? Not very often. So why are you going to make one of the hardest shots in golf? Why are you going to challenge that? Let's simplify the process, get the ball rolling on the green. You can dictate the type of shot like we talked about in your setup, ball position and club face, and where you need to get that club face aiming through your ball position, because the more it goes forward, the more the bounce we're incorporating, like we talked about. But that's your higher, sexier shot that you're talking about. But that is more risky. What's your percentages you're going to get that up and down? You're not going to get that up and down more often than getting it rolling on the green. That's your percentage shot.
80-20 percentage or figure is probably a good one to consider.
Absolutely. 80-20 is really good to consider. So, any more questions? No? All right. Well, in closing, thank you guys for being here on Tuesday night. But, the fundamentals, like I've talked earlier, are so important. And getting into the right position, Riley, once you've got into a little bit freer position to open yourself up and really create that rotation, like your tendency was to get closed, which now the path of the club gets stuck behind me, and now I have to manipulate it. You're fortunate enough that you have pretty good hand-eye coordination and you can get away with it, but it's not consistent, was it?
No. Absolutely.
And then once we got you open and rotating, now the club face is traveling with the rotation of your body, and the club face is going to follow that, and the rotation is allowing that club face to meet that ball consistent, and you saw good results in consistency. Rick, same thing with you. We talked about fundamentals and not getting too much shaft angle, because that's going to cause a little bit of tension in your arms, but it's also going to get the club traveling on an inward path as well, where now if you can get the two knuckles to that you can see, you know that that's going to your left hip flexor, and now you create, we talk tempo too.